your vote matters. And
I voted early. I voted on the first day, and I stood in line for 4 hours. I think that people can feel like, oh, I'm just one person, my vote's going to get lost. So when you really realize what's on the ballot, like you are voting for like actual people in your county, the sheriff, the DA, and things like that. And so I think that when you think about it that way, like and other things, but you really can have an impact on your own community, not just voting for the president, but also these other things that affect school
officials, right,
and things like that. So I think that voting is bigger than just who's going to be the next president.
The privilege and the right that we have, it's a sacred opportunity that we have to really engage in a civil servitude. It isn't just about us, about our communities. It's about our nation. It isn't just about what I want. Decisions are made on our everyday things that affect our everyday lives, safety, health, and our freedom. Have a 10-year-old daughter, and she's listening to our conversations that we have, and I feel responsible for setting an example for her, because this is how we continue to maintain the democracy that we have. Party line. I don't want to just follow a party. Really taking the time to get to know who are all the people.
Personally I celebrate the fact that I'm able to vote as a woman and also as a Black woman. I'm very grateful for these types of opportunities, guys. There was a day when Black people were not able to vote. And, I just like to celebrate that, not only the fact that I'm able to, but appreciating the people who fought for me to be able to. Remember 1965, when people were being killed, civil rights activists were murdered in the streets while they were fighting to get the right for Black people to be able to vote. Many people who fought for women to even be able to vote. Because I do find it unfortunate just how often I hear African Americans talk about how vote doesn't really matter. They don't really believe in it. Your vote does matter. I just encourage people, even if it's just out of the heart and the mind, like I said, to celebrate the fact that we are able to vote in this country. A lot of times Black people can feel so far removed from slavery and from the days when we didn't have, the rights that we do now. You can feel like, well, that was then and this is now. If you didn't actually go and sign up for a visa to come to this country, to move to America, I hate to inform you. And if your parents didn't do that, and you were here as a result, through the lineage of Black people, those slaves who were actually brought here to America and were in slavery, you are still a product. You are still I hate to use this word, but in a great sense, you're still a victim of the very thing that happened, when Black people were brought here. And I'm not saying have the victim mentality, woe is me. And, unfortunately, some people think, that we can't do better and we can't be progressive. I'm not saying a victim in that sense, but I'm saying you are still a part of what took place when slavery began here, including African Americans in America. And so don't consider yourself so far removed that you lose the appreciation for all the people who have fought for you to have those rights. Your vote matters. No matter how insignificant you may think it is, your vote matters. Go vote. Get in the line. Please do subscribe to the channel. Please do check us out, and please do follow us over here on Sensation TV, where we can have more conversation with the ladies. Like, share, and subscribe, and go vote.